Hey guys, so I was actually gonna leave out so much information on this episode, but I realized how that wouldn't be a truthful way to have a internet diary if I'm not gonna add some of the weird encounters that I had during the whole journey, right? So you can see by the title, this episode is going to be called Make Plans God Loves to Laugh at. Because, yeah, a lot did not go my way. A lot did not go the way I thought it would. The plans I had, the plans I made, like, God showed me flames, bro, throughout the whole process. And honestly, like, just looking back on how things went down, I just have like a stronger view on things, you know? So I finally get the email that I've been submitted for the African Bank commercial, right? And then a few days pass. This is in April as well. A few days pass. You know, I'm waiting. I'm going to the gym still, and I get confirmed through email. And then Sam also sends me a WhatsApp message telling me all the details and so on. And I'm excited. I'm like, wow, doors really open, and I finally showed face. I put myself out there. Like, things just started to move different. Like, the agency was like finally seeing me, you know? I was being seen. And I saw the message. I'm like, okay. I still go to the gym. I'm training. I'm like, okay, I gotta push harder in the gym, so I look the best I can at the shoot, right? It's in Joburg as well. So they send another message. Sam sends me another message telling me all the details, like when I'm supposed to arrive, what I'm supposed to wear, you know, the closet and whatnot. And I notice everything that I know in my wardrobe is not supposed to be worn at the shoot. So my black, my red, it was frustrating. Like, I was just like, yo, this is literally my whole wardrobe gone. Like, I went to my dad. I'm like, yo, because my dad used to like keep a whole bunch of his clothes that he wasn't wearing in my sister's room. I think because my whole family's in Zambia at the time. So my sister's room was unoccupied. He used to just pile all his, he put all his clothes there. And then I used to just go there, and then he said, okay, just check through. He said, go check through my clothes, see what you can find. And I'm still adjusting to the fact that I'm not like big anymore. I wasn't obese anymore, you feel me? So I'm going through the clothes. I'm seeing that they're small because my dad's pretty tiny, you know? And I'm seeing these are small clothes. I'm like, there's no way I can fit in these. And my dad looked at me and was like, boy, you're not the same guy anymore. Put those on. I put them on, I can fit the clothes, and then I start making my own outfits out of the outfits that are there. I pick something, you know? I pick an outfit. I'm like, okay, I pick a bunch of outfits, and then I see some clothes that I had, and I pick those as well. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna wear these, and I'm gonna go. Day comes, I wake up extra early because I'm living in Northwest, have to get to Joburg. It was a mission. I took like 2 combis and a hot train, and then I took a bolt to the destination. I arrived late. Like, I arrived pretty late. But as soon as I arrived, right, like, oh, as well, like, the boat driver didn't know where the location was. Like, he was like, where is this place? Like, where are we going? And I'm just like, I thought you would know, bro. Like, aren't you from Joburg, bro? I'm not from Joburg. I don't know this place. and we had to circle around the area until we saw like big trucks with studio stuff, like cameras and stuff. They were like unloading cameras, equipment. It just looked like something was going down here. I'm like, this is a spot, just drop me off here. Like, I'm here for a TV commercial for African Bank. I think this is where it's gonna be. So I get there. I'm the first person I meet is the director, like the guy who's directing the whole thing. And he's like, are you an actor or a stand-in? I'm like, I don't know what a stand-in is, by the way. So I say I'm an actor. I'm an actor. And he's like, okay, you're a stand-in. Like, what was the point of asking me what I was when you already knew what I was? He's like, okay, you're a stand-in, you're an extra, right? Okay, go mingle with some of the guys at the back. They're gonna be there. Grab something to eat. Yeah, and like talk to the stylist to get changed and whatnot. So I'm like, okay, bet. I do that, right? I go there. I'm rushing as well because I'm late. I'm late. I was like 15 minutes late as well. So I'm late. I get there. And bro, I need to like go back now, because at the beginning of my whole journey, I remember saying like, yo, I'm just gonna focus on my career. I'm gonna focus on my fitness. I'm gonna focus on like, you know, self-improvement, like no distractions, like no girls, no like distractions at all, bro. I'm locked in, bro. And I'm like, and I was so like locked in, bro. Like I was focused on myself solely, bro. Like I wasn't like entertaining anybody, right? Like my feelings were numb. And I get there, and one of the first people I bump into was this girl, bro. So short, like very attractive as well, right? Very attractive. But I need you to know one thing, like she was not like my type, bro, but she was very attractive. I'm gonna call this girl Maria. I don't wanna like put her name out there. Her name is Maria. I'm rushing and I just see her, and you know, we locked eyes, bro. We locked eyes, bro. And it felt like time stopped. Like time in January felt like it stopped when we locked eyes, bro. And it felt like it felt so much longer than it was. Like nothing else mattered, bro, in that very moment, bro. And I'm getting like my chest is hurting, bro. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I immediately go like, hey. She says hey as well, and she's like covering her mouth as well, like she was giggling and whatnot. I don't know what the fuck. This is from my perspective as well. This is from my point of view. So take that with a grain of salt if you want to, bro. Like a lot was going on, and I remember just standing there in shock. I didn't know what was going on. Like I was like, she's very attractive. I'm like, what the fuck is going on, bro? Like what are these feelings brewing up? Like I've been in love before, you know what I'm saying? But like I've been infatuated, I've been in love, I've had like a crush and stuff like that, but like this was different, you feel me? This was different, and my plans were never to catch feelings, bro, at all. I never put that in my bucket list for that year, bro. Like, cause also looking at the esoteric knowledge that I was diving into, I was going into Vedic astrology and also natal astrology. They told me like, yo, bro, in your 30s, that's when things are gonna open up for you in terms of like career, relationship, like love and whatnot. That's when you finally step into your purpose. That's when your spouse will like enter your life, or like, you know what I'm saying? So like I already know, like I'm 22, bro. I ain't meeting my spouse anytime soon. I'm not meeting a love interest anytime soon, bro. Like, I'm just numb to everybody. I'm not entertaining fuck all, bro. So I'm like in this moment, like time stopped. It felt like it's just me and her. I'm getting, bro, I don't, my chest, like, first of all, I just want to, like, my chest was burning, bro. I was scared, bro. I was scared. I didn't know what the hell was going on. Anyway, the stylist comes in and is like, hey, you're late. What says, sends a bunch of stuff, but he wants to check my outfits as well. So I take out my bag. He as well, like, we get in line. I still have her in my mind, and I'm still looking. I'm side eyeing her, right? I'm looking at her. I'm side eyeing her. I'm there. I'm just like, yo, who is this girl, bro? And bear in mind, this girl's name is Maria, right? Who is Maria? Who's this girl? I don't know her name yet, as well. Anyway. I show him my outfits. He tells me, you have great options. I think I can trust your taste for this outfit, right? He put his trust in me with the outfit. I'm like, alright, bet. I'm gonna wear this, right? I picked the outfit that I wanted to wear. He's like, okay, go change and whatnot. Bear in mind, the staff for African Bank that were like doing the African Bank commercial was amazing, bro. Like, the staff was amazing. They were doing like so much for us, man, and it was just an amazing vibe in the whole environment, and on set as well. So I change, and I'm just like, yo, what did I just experience right now? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is going on? Who is this girl? And what are these feelings that I'm feeling right now? I'm trying to process this. I'm looking at her. I can see she's also looking at me, right? But we go our separate ways and whatnot. And I just start observing everybody. I'm just observing everybody. I'm just trying to scan the room because I don't know anyone there. I don't know a single person that's on set. And I get to talking to a bunch of people, you know, small talk. I hate small talk, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do to break the ice. So we talking, I'm mingling with people, but she's at the back of my mind the whole time, bro. Like, I'm like, what is this, right? So you finally get called, like, okay, I still have my bag after getting changed, and I'm just trying to figure out where I can put my bags. So I see she's sitting. Everyone's in their own cliques as well, right? Like, everyone there kind of knew each other, right? And I could see some of the people who didn't know each other were sitting alone. So I go there. I place my bag where her and her friend were sitting, right? And minimal communication, bro. I'm still like shocked. Like, what is this, right? I think I asked them if it's cool if I can put my bags there, and they're like, cool, it's cool. I move on with my day. I go back. I'm avoiding her at this point, right? I'm avoiding. I'm like, I gotta stay away. I can't, you know, no feelings. I need to focus on getting my life together, right? I need to focus on getting my life together and just becoming the best version of myself. No distractions. I can't have any distractions. I can't afford to have any distractions, right? So we get called to, like, you know, be assigned to different roles throughout the set. And the first role they gave me was to be outside. I gotta walk past someone, to walk past someone, to then walk past someone else. It was a whole thing, right? And that's what I did. I stood there and she was also outside as well. She was in casual clothes. I was in a formal clothes. And I was just outside, and I was giving her side eye, bro. I was looking. I was looking. I'm not gonna deny, bro. I was looking, just scanning her, like, what is this, right? Trying to like figure out what's going on. So I'm doing this, trying to figure out what's going on, and I remember as I'm standing outside, right, the director who walked me into the whole set came outside, and he was like, "Hey, you, what's your name?" And he's grabbing my arm, he's feeling my muscle. I'm like, yeah, you can see the progress, you know, you're seeing the work I'm putting in. I'm happy, you know, like, he's like, "What's your name?" I'm like, my name's Shalom. He's like, "Okay, I want you inside the building," where they were shooting inside the building for the bank, what. So I get there, I get inside, and she's just looking at me throughout the whole process, bro. Like, I'm looking at her, she's looking at me, bro. Like, there was just so much like intense eye contact, bro. And I go inside, right? From being outside, they put me inside and they give us instructions, and I can just see the main cast, right? They're rehearsing their lines, they're like running it back. I don't know how many times they ran it back, bro. Like, just seeing how hard people work on these type of sets. Like, I don't even know how long this commercial was, bro. I haven't seen it, but I just know that this took so much time, bro. It took like the whole day to shoot this commercial that was probably going to be 30 seconds, bro. I don't know how long a commercial is, bro, but like, bro, it's not long, but it took so much time, bro. And we were running it back, bro. And you know, I was in the camera at sometimes, like in front of the camera sometimes, right? I didn't expect it, bro. And what surprised me the most is like there was so many like egos amongst the guys, bro. Like a lot of the guys had so many egos, which I'm gonna talk about more later on. But yeah, now the difference in the treatment I'm getting at this point is like night and day, bro. Like, the attention I'm getting from women is just different, bro. It's like I'm getting compliments on the way I dress. Like, I've always gotten compliments on the way I dress, but this time it's different, bro. Like, I'm being touched, bro. Like, they touching me and stuff. Like, it is just different, bro, you know? And they're very like open about how much they like me at this point. Like, the signals were like so loud, and I'm just getting a lot of attention from women, right? It is different, like, it's night and day different. But I also noticed that she's looking at this whole situation, right? So after all that, I'm like, okay, I need to, like, I go do my thing. I do my thing in the bathroom, you know. I do my thing, and then we have a break. We have a break, and I'm chilling with a bunch of guys. I obviously go towards my people, right? I'm chilling with them, and I was chilling alone. First of all, I was chilling alone, and I was chilling with someone who would later on become one of like my closest friends. I consider him a close friend. And he played an important role throughout this whole journey as well. I was chilling with him, but we weren't talking. And one of the guys there were two guys that were sitting together and they were chilling together, and they were like, yo, actually three. Yeah, the three guys chilling together. And they called me up. They're like, yo, man, we like the way you just got so much swag, bro. Wow. We're chilling, we're talking. But I'm getting drained because these guys are not talking about anything important, right? So I just start like eyeing her. I can just feel her intense gaze on me, bro. And I just look and I talk to her, and we're both looking at each other, right? Now, throughout the whole day, she's with this other guy. So I'm thinking that guy is her boyfriend. So I'm also staying away from this because I'm not gonna entertain like a third party situation, right? I'm not entertaining girls who are in relationships. That old me is gone. I'm not doing that ever again, right? So I'm like, that's probably her boyfriend. This guy's following her everywhere. They're close, they're laughing, they're having like conversations and whatnot. Like I gotta just stay away. It never crossed my mind that that's probably the friend, right? I was just looking for any excuse to stay away from her. But throughout this whole thing, like these guys are talking. These guys I'm with are talking, right? They're yapping about nothing. She's also with someone who's yapping, and we're just looking at each other, bro. And I felt like I could read her mind, like what was she saying, bro? Like telepathic. Is it telepathy, bro? Or like we had a telepathic connection, bro. And I remember sitting there, and I asked in my mind, is that your guy? Right? I looked at her, and I remember she looked at him, and then she was on her phone. She just immediately went on her phone, and that's the signal I needed to like be like, okay, bro, if you want to see what's really going on here, you have to go and talk to her. I was like, okay, bet. So she's not interested in this guy. That guy's not important. I got up, I left the guys I was with, and I went straight to her. I sat with her and we just started chatting, right? I found out her name. I broke the ice. Obviously, I didn't want to also make it awkward by leaving the guy out, so I was asking very general questions like, is this your first time on set? That guy who she was with could not stop talking about KFC, bro. He was in a KFC advert before this one, but he couldn't stop talking about it. But I genuinely did not care about the other guy. I just really wanted to know her. Like, who are you? And what the hell's going on? And, you know? And we just hit it off, right? I complimented her, asked her if she's a model, because she's very attractive. You know, I'm surprised because she's not a model. She's just an actress. Yeah. She threw that compliment right at me again. I was like, there's no way you think I'm a model. Like, yeah, I couldn't believe it. But yeah, the banter was there, the connection was there. I thought, from my perspective, the connection was there. We hit it off really well. And I'm just, bro, at this point, bro, like my tummy started to hurt as well, bro. I was touching my belly, like, I'm like, what the hell's going on? Is this butterflies? I don't even think I've never felt butterflies before, bro, because my tummy is literally hurting in her presence, right? And I'm just like, yo, what is going on? What is going on? What is this? I'm like, God, like, you know, I'm 22, bro. I can't be feeling these feelings, bro. I can't, bro. Like, I'm nowhere where I'm supposed to be. And anyway, like, I remember I wanted to figure out her age. I'm just looking for any reason to drop whatever this is at this point, bro. She obviously lied about her age. Like, I think she was 19 at the time, or 2019, I don't know. She was 19, turning 20. Yeah, I don't know why she lied about it, but yeah. Anyways, I found out their ages. I'm just trying to be polite, including this guy she was with in the conversation, right? We have, I don't know if it was lunch or dinner, bro. Like, we had lunch, and then we proceeded on our date, right? And then they're like, yo, we're going to the second location. So now we're getting ready to go to the second location. and we're gonna go to like, I think we went to like Pick and Pay. Now everyone's going about their day. We didn't get picked. The people I was with, we didn't get picked to go to the same location early, right? But her and the guy she was with did, and I think they came in with their own transport as well. So they head out, right? Now I'm stranded with these guys, and we're all debating on like how we're gonna get to the next location. Now obviously I could have handled going to the next location by myself. I was just gonna bolt there. But I had to think about the people who couldn't, right? So I'm waiting for certain people to like finish using the restroom, right? And anyway, time goes by. We split into two groups. I go with the girls, and then the other guys said they're gonna figure it out. I was like, oh wait a bit. I handled the transport, right? We get there, and I'm looking for her, bro. I'm not even gonna lie, bro. I was looking for her. I'm like, where is she? But I'm just socializing. I'm getting to know people. I meet amazing people. I met a guy called Shakur, very close friend of mine right now. We're still in touch. He played a very important role in my whole journey. I'm gonna talk on that later. But yeah, I'm talking to him. We're getting to know each other. I'm talking to amazing people, right? We're all chasing we're chasing similar dreams and whatnot. And I'm just there was another girl on set that was just like way different from Maria, right? She was very obvious with how much she liked me. She was touching me, she was telling me all these things, and it was just obvious like, yo, like if I wanted to act on this tonight, like I'm getting cheeks tonight, bro. Like it was that obvious, bro. Even one of the guys I met on set, another guy, he also told me like, yo, bro, you're inside here, bro. Like, what you gonna do after the whole shoot, right? It was that obvious, and I still have Maria at the back of my mind, bro, because that was not a normal thing, bro. Like a normal connection, like what I thought was not normal, and I still feel it. It's still so strong. Anyway, the whole group gets together, we there. Okay, so like while I was editing, I realized I forgot something so important in this whole story. So on the second location, me and a bunch of guys who were in the same agency and a few people who weren't in the same agency. And then I think there were like two more who were in the agency, but then they left the agency that I'm in, right? We're having a conversation about the agency and how it felt like we were being scammed, right? Because the agency I'm in required a lot of money to enter. And I obviously knew it was a red flag because I watched a lot of like YouTube videos and like red flags you're supposed to see in an agency and whatnot, like what you should look out for and all that. And the agency was literally hitting every red flag. And obviously like the opportunities were real. The opportunities the agency gives are real, but the agency itself and the way they operate was very scam likely, bro. Like I spent like well over 10K, bro, to just enter the agency. And I'm not even talking about like the transport and all that, bro. I'm just talking straight off like fees, you know? I literally like, yeah, it was a lot, you know? And we're talking about that on the second location, and we all came to this like realization like, okay, yeah, we are getting scammed by the agency, but we're too far in, right? We're already getting the opportunities. They got what they did out of us, right? And we're hoping for a return on investment, because some of the opportunities that we get on this app, we have like Portfolio Pad, where we like receive notifications about like opportunities and whatnot. Like there will be like huge like deals, like a huge return on investment, right? But you're not always gonna get those. You're not gonna get costed for some of them, right? And that's reality. And I was just deeping like everything that's going on around me, like everybody just saying, yeah, you guys are getting scammed, your agency is not supposed to, demand that much from you. The agency I'm in, we entered for free. They're like, we're gonna make money off the opportunities we give you and whatnot. But yeah, there was a lot going on, a lot of like, I learned so much that day. Especially on the second location, I learned so much from the older actors that were there, just putting me on game. Yeah, I met a lot of amazing people as well. But yeah, the agency I was in was, under a lot of heat, bro. Like everybody on set was like, they either didn't know the agency I'm in, or they were like, your agencies, they scammed a lot of people. So it was not looking good because I already like knew like they're demanding so much money from us, like this is giving scam likely, bro. And also a few people who were in the same agency were agreeing like, yeah, I also feel like I'm getting scammed right now. But yeah, it gets everything like just boils. But I just had to add that because it's a very important part of the whole story. Because as time goes, like just everything builds up, and it makes sense. I had to add that. The video is gonna be long, but I had to add that in. But yeah, we socializing, we talking. Everybody gets back. Her and her friend arrive as well, and we just get to talking. Everyone's talking, chatting, we socializing. I have my eyes on her. I'm also like trying to not make it obvious. I can also peep sometimes she's looking at me, and I'm looking at all these signals that tell me that okay, this person might have interest in you, right? And the signs were there. I think they were there from my point of view. Remember, this is from my point of view. I might have left out a lot of shit, but yeah, it's gonna be a long ass story if I tell the whole details, like intricate details about like what happened. But I remember someone was like, yo, why don't we just all follow each other on Instagram, right? I'm like, fuck. I had no posts up by then, bro. I was just so focused on me, bro. I was following so like less people. I was just, my account looked dead, bro. I was like, oh my gosh, this is gonna dry up so much pussy, bro. If I show them my Instagram. But I'm like, I bet, let me do this, right? So we showing each other our Instagrams, we following each other, and I'm just excited to see her Instagram. I'm like, what's the Instagram talking? What's the Instagram saying? And nah, fine. So I check her Instagram, and the first thing I see, bro, is she has a boyfriend, bro. My whole world came crashing down. I didn't know why. Why is my world crashing down? I didn't even want this. But my heart sank, bro. I was visibly disappointed. I still followed. I don't know why, but I did. Anyway, I avoid her now for real. Like, I'm avoiding her, bro. I'm like, you got a boyfriend. You're looking at me like this so intensely, bro. Like, now I'm thinking like, why is she looking at me so intensely? Is there something wrong with me, bro? Like, yeah, bro. Like, I'm starting to think the opposite now. Like, my point of view has been screwed over at this point, right? So I'm like, alright, bet. I'm avoiding her now, bro. Like, I'm talking to other girls, bro. I'm just like, I'm not gonna be in another third party situation, you know what I'm saying? Like, my past is around that. Like, I've been in a lot of third party, 4-party situations, bro. Like 5-party situations. I'm like, bro, I'm not dealing with this, right? I'm avoiding her, but I can't because I'm just so. But like, even though I was trying to stay away from her, I was just so pulled to her, bro. Like it was just it was a fight, bro. Like I was fighting something stronger than me, bro. I was just so pulled to, like drawn to. I was drawn to her, bro. I like wanted to be near her. I just wanted to be near her, bro. We didn't even touch, bro. We didn't hug. We didn't touch. I was just drawn to her, bro. Like the eye contact was so intense. The eye contact and this whole thing was just what I held on to, bro. So anyway, we proceed into the next set, bro. We doing our thing, bro. Like I changed. Yeah, a lot happened. A lot of signals were shown even after that. And I remember I was talking to someone and I was talking about like the wardrobe, like how messed up the wardrobe choices were, and that I basically only have black and red clothes. And I remember she was like, "Yeah, me too." We agreed on so many things. And I remember I said something like, "I'm in hermit mode," and she was like, "Yes." This was from my point of view as well, right? She's like, "Yes." I mean, in the conversations we were just having, like, and it was never just like me and her. It was never just me and her, you know. There was only one moment and it was just me and her. Like it was just a little moment, but I remember I was like, I went to her. I saw her. She was like, she had a lollipop in her mouth, right? She was sucking on a lollipop, and and I came to her. I'm like, "Yo, did you buy that, or is this a part of the whole, like, you know, the whole thing? Like, did you get it for free or did you buy it?" And she's like, "No, I got it from there. Like, you know, where all the other like snacks were for the people on set." I was like, "Yeah, no." I was like, "Yeah, like, you know," very childish of me. But she also giggled, like it was a very like innocent moment, and I felt so nice. Like that moment felt so nice to me, right? And we just stood there, bro. After I got my little lollipop, we just stood there and we were enjoying each other's company. And then all the other girls came, and then it just became a whole chat. And this episode is going to be long. There's also going to be a part 2 to this very same episode, right? Anyway, the other girls come and join, and we start talking, and then the girl who was very, very straightforward about how much she liked me was like, "You remind me of a guy in Bridgerton. Have you watched Bridgerton?" I'm like, "What the fuck is Bridgerton, bro?" I'm under a rock as well. Like I am so focused on self-improvement. I don't know what's going on in the world. I'm like, "Bridgerton, what is Bridgerton?" Like, "Oh, it's a Netflix show. You should watch." And we start talking about what we watch and whatnot. I start telling them the shows that my sisters put me on and stuff. And we just talking, bro. We talking. But in the back of my mind, I'm like, I gotta watch what Bridgerton is, because I can't be saying I'm an actor and I don't know the latest shows, right? I gotta step up my game. But anyway, I also wanna watch Bridgerton to see the guy that I remind this girl of, right? So I'm like, okay, bet. And she didn't say I look like him. She just said my mannerism. The mannerism reminds me of. By the way, the guy she said I have the same mannerisms as is Simon from Bridgerton. Yes, Simon from Bridgerton. So I'm like, okay, this connection is really intense. She's been on my mind. I'm low-key trying to avoid her, but I'm also being drawn to her. We finished the whole set thing. I'm also making girls laugh, we cracking jokes. There's a lot going on, right? I'm also saying a bunch of BS, trying to like keep the conversation like interesting as well, right? then like, yo, and I'm like, yo, I cracked some joke about us being victims because why we've been on set for so long and whatnot, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're just being used, we're victims and whatnot. I said a joke like that, made a few girls laugh, you know. It was just nice to see the night and day difference, bro, because I was not getting this type of treatment, and I was basking in it, bro. Like, I was just enjoying it to the fullest, you know? Because I'm not used to being treated like this, right? So, fast forward, I say goodbye to everybody because now we're done, right? I say goodbye to everybody. We clock off. We have to sign out. I look at the time. It's like, I don't know, it was really late, bro. Like, the hard train's closed. There's no way to get back home, you know? There's just no way. The taxis are not going to be moving during this time. I'm like, how the hell am I going to get back home? So then I messaged my parents. I'm like, yo, is it fine if I go stay with my auntie, right? My auntie lives in Joburg as well. So during the whole night, I'm just trying to figure out who am I going to stay with. And I openly discussed this with some of the people there. And one of the girls who was really interested in me was like, you can come stay with me. Hey, bro, I was going to get bums that night, bro. I'm not going to lie to you. I was going to chop rice that night. But I was also trying to avoid that, bro, because I found out that she was like I don't know if she was engaged or not, bro. Like, she was in a serious relationship, right? And I was like, hey, bro, I don't know why I'm attracting all these third-party situations, but I'm just gonna focus on me, bro. You know, I was just turned off, bro, like, by her. Like, even though she was so open about how much she liked me, I was really turned off, right? So anyway, my aunt agrees. She's like, yes, please come, we miss you, we haven't seen you in a while. And I see Maria in the background. She's taking photos with all the other guys, and I'm having this conversation with this girl who's really interested in me. She's a woman as well. The woman who's interested in me is way older than me. Anyway, I'm low-key jealous because they're taking photos together, and I'm like, damn, I wish I was a part of that, right? Anyway, from my point of view as well, the day ends. The staff was amazing. There were so many characters I enjoyed spending time with, you know, who were on that team. It was just a really, 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 really dope experience, bro. Like, being on set for the first time, being in front of the camera, just seeing the equipment as well. They had some crazy equipment, you know? They had some crazy equipment, crazy gadgets. Like, it was just interesting to see. And that connection I had with Maria, like, it just stuck with me, bro. I couldn't sleep. Like, I was just thinking about what the hell just happened. What was that connection, bro? I've never felt it in my whole entire life. Ever, bro. This was different, you know what I'm saying? And it was just so hard to talk to anyone about it because I couldn't put it into words. I couldn't explain what I just experienced, how intense it was, you know? So I kept it to myself. But, you know, the night ends. I didn't say goodbye to her. I said goodbye to other people. I was avoiding her. We never touched as well. Anyway, this episode's push long. The next one's also gonna be push long as well because, yeah, bro. Everything just never went as planned, bro. Like, and you're gonna see it throughout the whole thing, like how God just pulls up, bro, and just makes you experience something, makes you feel something you didn't plan for, makes you experience something you didn't plan for, you know what I'm saying? You know? But yeah, that's it, you know? Shalom be with you all. Peace. Yeah. Yeah. It's an interesting part of the whole journey, actually. I think it's probably one of the a life-changing experience, really. And I'm going to talk about it more in the next episode. That is like part 2. So stay tuned. This one is very long, but stay tuned. And thank you for like watching this. If you watch the whole thing, I really appreciate it. But yeah, I'm gonna end it here.